Hey guys, how's it going? I hope you're having a very good day. For today's video, I'm here to do a book review on Belle by Rachel Hawkins. This is the first book in the Belle series. So let me give you a quick lowdown on what this book is all about. So our main character is Harper Jane Price. She is a junior in high school. She's a perfectionist, straight-laced, go-getter kind of student, and she has many things on her to-do list, including going through with cotillion, going to a good college, all those normal high school-y things, until one day, through spectacular events and circumstances, she gains these paladin powers, which include super strength, super speed, and the knowledge of many years of combat training. So she has that under her belt. As a paladin, she has a noble cause, someone or something to protect, and it turns out her noble cause, that person she needs to protect, is her arch nemesis, David Stark. But why, you ask? Well, you have to just read the book to find out. So next, guys, I'm going to talk about the characters, what I liked, what I didn't like. So the good things first. I thought the characterization was on point. I thought the dialogue and the actions of each of the characters were reflective and consistent with who these characters were. So I thought that was fantastic. On the other hand, it's kind of like a double-edged sword. Even though the characterization was good, I felt they were kind of paint-by-numbers kind of characters. I felt they were a bit one-dimensional, a bit lackluster. I want to see more depth and complexity with these characters for sure. So next, guys, I want to talk about the plot of Belle. So I was definitely hooked by the premise for sure. In the acknowledgements, Rachel Hawkins described this book as a combination of Legally Blonde and Terminator, and I could definitely see aspects of that for sure, especially the Legally Blonde part with Harper Price and Elle Woods. There's definitely similarities in those characters' personalities. I would also have to throw in Buffy the Vampire Slayer as well, minus the vampire aspect. So although I was hooked by the premise, I felt the main story arc and the motives, the reasoning behind protecting David Stark was kind of weak and wasn't there for me. So I was definitely underwhelmed by that aspect of the story. I also didn't feel really strongly toward the antagonist in the story. This villain wasn't particularly someone I love to hate. I'm getting really strong Twilight vibes towards how the antagonists are set up in the series as well. I'm holding out hope that things will be better in the next books, but that's kind of my feeling with the first book so far. And as for the pacing, it was an uppy downy kind of book. It definitely started off with a high. I was hooked at the very beginning, and as the story progressed through the middle, it was definitely slower paced, definitely a lot less fantastical things going on in the middle, and of course towards the very end I was hooked yet again and left me wanting more. And lastly, guys, I want to talk about the writing of Belle. I felt for the most part the story could have been more descriptive. It was kind of difficult for me to imagine the characters, what they looked like. For the most part, I didn't even realize the story was set in the South, in Alabama, I believe. You know, the cotillion, of course, should have tipped me off, but I forgot about that. So I definitely wanted to be there, but I didn't feel like I was there. I could have been really any other place. I thought the dialogue definitely had its moments. I love when the characters sass each other. It's fantastic, hilarious, fun. There are definitely aspects of the dialogue that were just but I know it was kind of part of the whole characterization thing with Harper Price and how she talks and her personality. But you know, that's just how it goes. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to give Belle by Rachel Hawkins 3.5 out of 5 stars. I really like the story. It was a little touch and go at the middle. I wasn't too sure if I was gonna check out the sequel, but at the end, those cliffhangers, it was so good. It's not a dramatic, crazy cliffhanger, but it definitely left me wanting more, so that was really good. I'm really hoping the plot in the second book is a lot more solid and there's more depth to the characters and we get to see more of who these characters are. I'm sure there's more to them than what meets the eye, so I'm really looking forward to that. So I definitely say Belle is a fun time. Legally Blonde meets Buffy the Vampire Slayers for sure. So that is my review on Belle. Next, I'm going to get into the spoilery aspects of the story. So if you want to skip that, I will talk to you later and have a very good one. Bye! But I'm gonna talk about spoilers now, so go away. Just go. So as far as the spoilers, I want to talk about the plot really quickly. So like I said, I didn't feel too strongly about the plot of this book. I felt the reason why Harper Price was protecting David was kind of weak. I was hoping for something more epic than he's just the only Oracle in the world, because of course once he dies, there's another Oracle bound to pop up after he goes. So I was hoping for more of a apocalyptic, more dire, grander reasoning behind why David Stark had to be protected, and I didn't get that in this first book. Like I said, the book didn't really get into why the Oracle was so important. Yes, he could see the future, but who was benefiting from these prophecies? And I'm hoping that'll be addressed in future books. As far as the other characters, I thought Ryan in particular was such a good guy, and he was just so understanding about the whole thing and kind of stepped up to the plate at the very end. And it's like, I like you. Even though Harper and Ryan didn't work out, I'm kind of glad he's part of the group. All three of them, this awkward threesome. It's fantastic. Let's talk about that really quickly because I thought that was my favorite aspect in the story. Let's talk about the ending because it was fantastic. It really made me want to check out the second book afterwards. First of all, David turning Harper's friends into paladins, I thought that was pretty darn cool. I was kind of sad that he reverted them back to normal high school girls. It would have been kind of cool to see a Charlie's Angel kind of vibe with that as well. I thought that would have been cool, but we'll see how that goes. Maybe that'll come up in the future books. Possibly. And of course Ryan joining the gang with Harper and David. At first I was kind of like, no, that is so awkward, but truly deep down I was going, yay! Oh, awkwardness. This is going to be fun times. And I don't really see it kind of as a love triangle. Harper kind of acknowledged that things weren't working out, so I'm hoping there'll be more focus with Harper's relationship with David. It could be something they could laugh about when they reminisce about the past, and now they could have weird supernatural awkward adventures. It'll be a good time. So those are my spoilery thoughts on Rebel Belle. I'm super excited for the second book, Miss Mayhem, I think coming out in April. So yeah, definitely fun and entertaining. Anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed this review of Rebel Belle. I will talk to you later and have a very good one. Bye!